What's up guys, welcome back to the ProMG Money channel, back again with another video. And today we're going to speak about, I think, one of the most interesting topics that you'll probably find on the internet when it comes to money, and that is how to make money online, specific to South Africa. Now, as you know, this channel in general, we speak about financial education, investing, all of that kind of stuff, and our focus is mainly on investing. So this is actually quite a niche topic, but there are a lot of people who really want to know legitimate ways that you can make money online in South Africa. So let's go through them. And I think the first thing I need to just note is that nothing will come for free. You can't get money for doing nothing or for not putting in anything. You need to put in something, whether it's your time, whether it is your own money, something for something, essentially, to get a return or the type of returns one might be looking for. So today we're just going to quickly go over 5 things I think that you and I can do very easily to get involved or to start getting ways to make money online in South Africa. Let's do this. Now, the first thing is very controversial in my opinion, and there's different angles you can go about doing this, but it's essentially day trading. And what day trading essentially is that you are buying and selling some sort of commodity at a pretty quick rate or a pretty small time frame, meaning it's intraday, meaning you buy something at 10 o'clock in the morning, you're selling it off at 1 o'clock in the afternoon for a different price. That different price could be higher, could be lower, depending on how you did your research or your analysis on whatever that commodity is. And I'm choosing to use the word commodity because there's a lot of things that you can day trade. One of the more popular ones here in South Africa is Forex. There is a lot of people who are day trading Forex, which is all good and well. Personally, for me, most Forex in South Africa, or that I've seen in South Africa, is a scam. I'm yet to see or meet someone who's made legit money off of actually trading Forex, but I do have a video that actually goes over Forex trading. It's up there in the corner in the card right now. The other one that you can do is day trading companies. All of the companies on the JSE that you can buy and sell, quickly at different times during the day. I'm not 100% sure what would be the best platform to go about doing that on, because a lot of these things do incur quite a few fees. But I'm pretty sure on your bank's trading platform, I know I've seen people using Standard Bank's platform for day trading. Something like that works really well for day trading. If you go back to my video about easy equities, you'll see I don't think they're the best for day trading because of the spread that they charge. You don't really know when you're getting in and when you're getting out, and just their overall inaccuracy with pricing or telling you about the pricing doesn't make it very good for day trading stocks and companies. But definitely look into a company, to companies like your banks. I know, as I said, Standard Bank Share Trader is quite good. I'm pretty sure FNB's offering in that is good as well. And I've not really had exposure to anything else, but those are the 2 ways you can day trade. And you can obviously also day trade commodities, still using the same avenues used for Forex. I know I didn't go over those because I don't believe in them, but just Google Forex broker if you really want to go down that route, and there'll be a myriad of people that you can use. All I would suggest for if someone wants to go the Forex route, make sure you choose a company that you can physically walk into their offices and go complain. For me, there's nothing worse than having an issue with someone who's all the way in Cyprus, and when you're really stuck and you need help there in Cyprus, you have to rely on them to call you rather than you calling them. So I would just keep that in mind when choosing a specific broker if you're going to go the Forex route. But my advice is always forget about Forex, move on to something else. Okay, and the second thing is dividend investing, and this one is quite simple. Essentially what you do is that you buy a stock or you buy shares in a particular company, and at the end of the year, when that company decides, okay, cool, we've met our targets, we've made a bit of profit, we're going to reward everyone who's the owner of the company, meaning you, the shareholder, with a dividend, and we're going to pay out that dividend once a year, 2-3 times a year, depends on how the different companies go about doing it. But essentially a dividend is sharing in the profits with, or as an owner in the company. This can be quite a good way to make money, particularly if you do it consistently over a long period of time. Sometimes when they speak about living off of the interest, that could be what you do with dividend investing. a big capital amount you'd put into a specific company, and then over time, as they give you more and more money, just use that as your income that you're getting from an online source. Some good examples of good dividend yielding companies in South Africa is Nedbank. I think Nedbank have a dividend yield of almost 5% over the last year, or in their last period. I think this was 2020. I'm not sure if they've done a dividend for 2021 yet. Liberty has a really good one at 7.65%, which is quite good. I've got Exaro and 91 here, but I've not written down what their percentages are. But look into those companies. They are quite good in terms of their dividend, I've found, and it's a really decent way, to make some money back from them. I think Exaro's one, if I'm not mistaken, their share price is about 100 and something rand, but they were giving out about a 10% dividend, so you were getting almost 10 rand back, which doesn't seem like a lot, but the more you build that up, the more money you put into Exaro, the higher the dividend yield you will get in terms of a total rand value, and it can really start to add up. No one's going to give you 10 rand for free, so I think it's a really good way to go about making money online. Next one is growth investing. So this is now, pretty much what we're trying to do on the Lobola Challenge. If you've not seen the Lobola Challenge, it will be up there in a card. Basically, what we're trying to do is take a specific amount of money and grow it to a target, whether that is you want to grow it by 10, 15, 30%, whatever the case might be. Growth investing is essentially buying a company that you feel is undervalued or has not reached its full market potential, investing in it, and then once it has grown to a specific target or specific point, then selling those shares and taking the profit because you've grown it over that period of time. As I speak about the Lobola Challenge, one of the big successes we've had on this channel when it comes to growth investing is with Tesla. We've made over 162% on Tesla. Think about it. There's no bank, there's no institution, there's nothing that's going to give you 162% just for holding on to their stock. And I did this how? By just doing a bit of research, finding out what's hot, and actually sticking with it all the way through, till a certain point. And we're not out of it yet. We're still going to hold on because I'm pretty sure Tesla is going to go high. It has been higher than where it is currently, so it can go far beyond this 162%, meaning there's good potential there. And I've made almost about 7,500 with Tesla, and I plan to make a lot more with Tesla. Had I had the opportunity, to put more money in the beginning, I might have, but for the purposes of the challenge, it worked really well. And yeah, we've made a killing so far with Tesla. I think we're going to make even more. So that's another way you can do it. Next, we've got what they call a REIT, which is a real estate investment trust, which essentially is a special kind of investment, that the government has allowed you to make, where you contribute towards a real estate company. By real estate company, I mean Growth Point, I mean Redefine, I mean landlords in some or other sense. The companies or the actual REIT can, be invested in different kinds of property. A lot of them I know are mainly in commercial, meaning they own malls, they own business parks, and, the money that they get for renting out those spaces, that's basically their income. And with that, they are forced then to share. I think it's about 50%, or it could be more, of their profits every year to people. They get special tax breaks for doing that. The difference with a REIT is that you are taxed at a different rate, you as an individual, with your REIT versus how you're taxed on normal dividends or capital gains in that sense. So the difference with the REIT is that your dividends is taxed at your personal rates, not at the normal dividend rate, which, well, I don't know the dividend rate off by heart, but I'm sure it's probably somewhere in the 30s, 20, somewhere there. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But a REIT is obviously being taxed at your normal income rate. So if you're in like the highest bracket, you'll be paying 45% tax on that dividend. If you're in the lower ones, hooray, not really, but still you'll be getting a much lesser rate. So that's what you need to know about REITs. And yeah, basically this is a very good chance for you to get involved in property, owning some property. Not all of us have enough money or capital, to go out and buy a flat or a house and rent it out for profit, to start cash flowing. Whereas there's companies that have already been set up that are doing that for you. All you need to do is chip in with your little bit, and you sort of get that income as your dividends. but I didn't add it in dividend investing because it's slightly different. It's taxed differently and it works differently, but essentially you are the landlord, or you're part of a company that is the landlord, and you can make money online that way. Then last but not least, we have Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies, which personally for me is quite a sticky point, because Bitcoin is not an investment, or it's not an investment tool. It is a cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrencies, in order for them to work how they were intended to work, is that they need to be used as currencies, meaning when I go to the shop and I buy something, I should be able to use Bitcoin as an accepted method of payment. If I don't do that, it stops becoming a currency and rather then becomes an investment tool, which is a hold of value that you really can't quantify, which is the reason why I think we really need to start using Bitcoin more as a currency rather than an investment. I've kept it in here though because a lot of people have made a lot of money from Bitcoin, and I don't see why not. Personally, I'm not involved in it because I've not taken the time to actually research what makes the price go up and down. I truly don't understand it. Currencies, it's a bit easier, to know and understand the macroeconomic environment in a specific country is associated to that specific country's currency. So, it makes a bit more sense for trading other currencies, but trading Bitcoin or investing in Bitcoin is a bit harder because it's not particularly tied to anyone or anything. Literally today it can be up, tomorrow it can be down, purely guided by market sentiment, and the market can be crazy, and that's why I don't really look too much into Bitcoin as an investment, but definitely it is a way that you can make money. People have made astronomical amounts, over 200% of profit just being invested in Bitcoin. So I think it is a viable option for some people. I would just say proceed with caution and, really look into what you're doing, because you can get bitten quite hard. And I think this applies to everything else that I've just spoken about, is that there is a level of risk involved. If someone was invested in a REIT in January of 2020, they would have been sitting pretty, looking at a large amount of money and being happy. But as soon as March hit with the pandemic and there was all this change and uncertainty, almost every REIT lost more than 50% of their value. I mean, a REIT I was involved in, Vugile Property Fund, before the lockdown was trading at about 20 Rand a share. Post March it was as low as 5 Rand a share, and only today it's sitting at about 9 Rand a share. I'm hoping it will get back to the 20 that it was on, but the truth is that the property market has really been shaken by this, and it's going to take some time for it to recover. So take it all with a pinch of salt. You can lose large amounts of money, but you can also make a really good amount of money if you do so responsibly. You want to know how to do so responsibly? Subscribe, watch everything that's going on this channel, because this is what we speak about: investing in an easy but a manageable way, such that you can make money and make a profit, but also not break the bank, make it accessible for each and every one of us. And I think with that is where I'm going to end the video. Thanks for watching. If you made it all the way to the end, it's been good, and I hope you guys have learned something today. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.